Good evening, everyone, and thanks for being here. I would like to call the Governing Board Meeting of the Lammersville Unified School District to order on Wednesday, September 17th at 7:00 p.m. This meeting is being live streamed and recorded, so I ask that you turn off or silence your cell phones at this time. Members of the public are welcome to speak to the board on agenda items or during public comments for items that are not on the agenda. If you wish to speak to the board this evening, please fill out a blue comment card that you'll find located at the back of the room, and you can give it to our executive assistant so we know when to call upon you. Tonight we do have some very special guests from Wickland Elementary School. Principal Duran is here with some of her students, and I would like to welcome them to the podium at this time to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand and please pledge.
Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wickland has a presentation for us this evening.
Dr. Nicholas, board, thank you for having us tonight. I have some pretty special individuals from our ASB who are going to come up and tell you some of the great things that we have going on at Wickland. So, ladies and gentlemen, come on up.
So, our committees for our ASB. We have Sophie Skank for our publicity director. She's not here with us today. Callan Quach, which is me, for Spiritware leader. Jasmine Luciano for our visual arts director. And Autumn Levan for our secretary.
Next, we have events. Our first event is Splash-a-Dong, which is our biggest fundraiser of the year. Splash-a-Dong was so much fun. There were over 750 people there, and we raised a ton of money for every grade level. Next, we have dances. Wickland hosts a couple dances for students, such as winter formal, dinner dance, and more. This Friday, we will be participating in the homecoming parade with the theme Universal Studios Mario World Ride. Lastly, we have Spirit Weeks. We will have lots of Spirit Weeks throughout the year. ASB chooses themes for the students to follow if they want. Some examples are Red Ribbon Week and Inclusion Week.
Sports. Our current sports are 6th to 8th girls volleyball and 6th to 8th boys volleyball. Our coach is Mr. Peck. And for cross country, we have 6th to 8th, and our coach is Ms. Soria.
Ideas for the future. Our plan this year is to organize more dances and start middle school rallies to make school more interesting. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, students, and thanks so much for being here. You guys are welcome to stay if you want to see how your local school governance happens, or you're free to go home and work on homework.
Or go to football practice.
That's even more fun than homework. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Item 3, roll call, please.
Lisa Boulay.
Here.
Vanita Daniel.
Here.
Sammy Gmodi.
Here.
Stephanie Olson.
Here.
David Pombo.
Here.
Donovan Rudish.
Absent.
Item 4, approval and/or corrections to the agenda.
There are none.
Move to approve the agenda.
Second. Based on a motion by Trustee Olson and a second by Trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no noes. Item 5, student recognition. Staff report, please.
So tonight we're going to be recognizing two groups of students, or the beginning of it, recognizing two groups of students. Tonight we're going to focus on the Mountain House High School students who have achieved perfect scores on not one but two or more CASP results. And then at the next board meeting, we're going to do the same for a group of K-8 students. But I want to say it's important to note that I signed about 3 inches worth of singleton perfect score students that are being celebrated out at their school sites. So with that announcement, we'll have Assistant Superintendent Heather Sharp begin our ceremony. We'll have the board step down.
Good evening. Thank you for having us. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Adam Auerbach, the principal of Mountain House High School. He will be reading the name of the students, and we will be giving the certificates. Parents, there will be time to take pictures. We will have each of the students named. They'll come up here, shake hands with the board. We'll have time at the end for everyone to get your picture, and then the students will exit out this door. That just tends to be easier with the large volume of kids coming through. So students, as you get your certificates, you will come here, you'll shake the hands of the board, you'll get a picture where your parents can get the picture, so please smile nicely with your medals, and then you'll exit out this door over here, okay? All right, thank you. Dr. Auerbach, come on over.
All right, welcome families and students. We're proud of you. We're so excited to have you with us. When I read your name, if you would come up here, I'll be describing very briefly what 2 subjects each of these students accomplished perfect scores in this past year. In math and science, Arush Agrawal. Also in math and science, Priya Azizi. Math and science, Karthik Butla. Math and science, Saikashav Chandramoli. For English Language Arts and Science, Chaitanya Chanapati. For Math and Science, Joshua Chinuku. For Math and Science, Jacob Cruz. And for Math and Science, Ipshita Dubai. For Math and Science, Ananya Ganji. For Math and Science, Kirtana Gudi. For Math and Science, Alok Hiriyor. Also for Math and Science, Nandan Ayur. All right, for Math and Science, Laranya Mohan. For Math and Science, Kathleen Nabin. Math and Science, Neil Tutley. Also Math and Science, Taran Prabhu. For Math and Science, Sanjay Redendran. And Math and Science, Ash Senthil. Also Math and Science, Mugdha Sharma. Also for Math and Science, Rafik Somashekar. And lastly, of our perfect scores in 2 or more subjects, we Ananya Sundar for Math and Science.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come over this way. We're going to line up right here in front of the board seats here, okay? So first person here. And as Thor said, tall people in the back. Use me as a gauge if you're taller than me going back. So that'd be a perfect.
In this way. We're getting this line up.
Give you one more back. Okay, Dr. Auerbach, get in there too.
and you can't see my phone, I can't see you then.
We should stand on our chairs.
All right, about 10 more seconds. All right, one more round of applause. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, go ahead, ladies, boys, go ahead and head over this way to this door, and you can go ahead and go out this door here. Parents, if you go out the front door, you can meet them around in the front parking lot. Thank you for coming this evening.
Thank you. I got a lot. Oops, I got it everywhere.
Make a mess.
Yes, I did.
Surprise, surprise.
Just put it on my ankles.
Item 6, committee reports. Item A, District Advisory Committee. Trustee Modi?
The next meeting is on November 5th at 6:15 p.m.
Thank you. Item B, District English Language Advisory Committee. Trustee Olson?
There is nothing to report.
Thank you. Item C, Education Committee. Trustee Pombo?
The next Education Committee meeting is October 16th at 6:30 here in the District Office Boardroom.
Thank you. Item D, Facilities Committee. Trustee Olson?
The next Facilities Committee meeting is tomorrow, Thursday, September 18th at 6:30 p.m. here in the District Office Boardroom.
Thank you. Item E, Policy Committee. Trustee Daniel?
Nothing to report.
Thank you. And item F, Safety Committee. Trustee Pombo?
The next Safety Committee meeting will be held on September 24th at 3:45 in the PDC.
Thank you. And item G, Wellness Committee. The next meeting for the Wellness Committee is October 22nd at 3:45 in the Professional Development Center. Item 7, Governing Board Reports. Trustee Olson.
Yes, on September 5th, I had the opportunity to attend the high school girls varsity water polo game. And that was a really fun game. And then I walked through the newly built with facilities funds walkway from the pool into the football stadium over to the game, and got to not only watch the game from the stands, but be part of the chain gang on the field. And again, I will just say that I'm very proud of the way our students conduct themselves. They're a very disciplined group of kids, and makes me proud to know that they handle themselves so well. Then again, on Monday, on September, yes, whatever day Monday was, September 15th, I attended the girls' water polo scrimmage here again at Mountain House High against Tracy High School, and it's just fun to see all of our programs going on, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Modi?
I'm going to talk about the future this time. So I'm excited this week for homecoming. I think there's. Is this better? Excited for homecoming this week. I think there's a lot of exciting events planned, not only at the high school but also at the K-8 school. So that's really nice to see. Looking forward to the parade on Friday as well as the games that evening. On October 1st and 2nd, I will be taking my first Masters in Governance courses. And then I think there's another week later in October that I've got another set. And then fall break, just want to wish everyone a nice week off. And I will be missing the next meeting on October 15th. But I do hope that you guys celebrate my birthday with pride on that day and have a great meeting. But thank you, though.
I think we have a quorum of birthdays in October on this.
Thank you. Trustee Daniel?
Thank you, President. On September 6th, I was invited to attend the Foster Care Wellness event conducted by Tracy Connects at Tracy, and I represented as a board member there. And that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Pombo?
On September 8th, I attended the LSF meeting where we discussed upcoming events at Lammersville Elementary. On the 12th, I attended the girls' water polo match as well as the football games at the stadium. On the 13th, I was a judge at the Children's Youth Business Fair at Mountain House High School. Lots of talented, enthusiastic young entrepreneurs. I was thoroughly impressed. And then earlier today, I attended a CSBA Region 8 Zoom meeting for delegates where we discussed, among other things, legislation that CSBA is working on at the state capitol, and I will be forwarding a slide deck from that presentation to the rest of the board once I get it. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. For my report on September 5th, I attended the Wickland Splashathon, and the Wickland students reported on that earlier. There was a great turnout for that event, and the weather was beautiful, not too hot, not too cold, and I think the kids had a great time. And then later that evening, I attended the high school game at the high school football game at the stadium. I wish the weather had stayed nice, but who would have thought that in the beginning of September it was freezing? So thank you to Trustee Pombo for loaning me his sweatshirt because I was not prepared. But it was a great game nonetheless. And then on the 9th, I attended the girls' high school tennis match. And again, they're strong this year. They won that match easily. And I think they're headed for a great season. And that's all I have. Item 8, receiving of public comments. I did not get any blue comment cards. Does anybody in the audience wish to make a comment? Okay, thank you. Come on up. While you come up, I am going to read the paragraph I need to read. So the entire board does appreciate hearing from members of the community and public at large. The board shall give members of the public an opportunity to address the board either before or during the board's consideration of each agenda item, Government Code Section 54954.3. At a time so designated on the agenda, members of the public also may bring before the board matters that are not listed on the agenda of a regular meeting. The board may refer such a matter to the superintendent or designee or take it under advisement, but shall not take action at that time. The board may place the matter on the agenda of a subsequent meeting for discussion or action. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board shall limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. And I do have a speaker card from Scott Pfister regarding homecoming scheduling. So please come to the podium. Thank you.
All right. My time starting? Or okay, I'll try and make this quick, and I'll preface by saying this is more of a facilities comment, but I cannot attend the meeting tomorrow for the committee, so I'm going to address it here tonight. And I'm going to prepare a letter about this as well. But there's a perception in the community right now that the dance that took place last Saturday, which was originally scheduled for this coming Saturday after the game, was to accommodate a group that traditionally has not reserved the fields out here, but the last 2 years they have reserved the high school field for a festival for Garba. And that really bothers me that we are not prioritizing the youth. I am the president of Mountain House Little League. The youth is really important to me. And whether it happened that way or not, that's the perception that a lot of the community members feel right now. And in the tradition of homecoming, the dance typically occurs at the very end, right? You have your week of events, you have your Trustee Moody mentioned it, how you have your rallies, your parade, that kind of concludes the week. You have at the end the football game where you crown your royalty, your king, queen, all that stuff, and then you finish with the dance. That's kind of the tradition of homecoming. Well, that's not happening this year, and that upsets me for the kids in our community that I go back, I'm going to date myself. I have a minute and a half, but I graduated 23 years ago from high school. I still have memories of my homecoming. I remember freshman year being nervous as hell, just like I'm nervous talking to you guys right now about asking a girl to dance. So it sucks to me that the kids in this town had to not have a traditional homecoming this year because there's a perception that another group basically had to be accommodated, just like they were accommodated last year for another youth group. And that's got to change. That's wrong. It's not right. And I'm just passionate about this. And I'll tell you, a lot of you guys know me. I don't have any high school kids, but this bothers me. It's not right. It's wrong. And next year we need to have better planning. And if that doesn't work with the group that has this event, they can go somewhere else because they're not even a Mountain House group. To my understanding, this is a Central Valley group. So I'm outspoken. Again, you guys all know me. A lot of you guys know me. I'm outspoken. I'm really outspoken about youth. Like, I'm passionate about it. I'm really involved with our community, with our youth. And it just bothers me that this happened this year and that they did not get a traditional homecoming. So I'm going to follow this up with a letter. I will send it to most of you, all of you. I'll figure that out, where I will get my thoughts. I don't have prepared thoughts right now. That's why I'm kind of just ad-libbing this. But I will get my thoughts. I will put it in writing. And I will make sure, or I'll try to make sure that this does not happen again because it's wrong. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate you coming here. If you haven't spoken yet to Dr. Auerbach, he'd be a great person to address and answer any questions. Thank you. Item 9, consent items for consideration. Actions proposed for consent are consistent with the approved practices of the district and are deemed routine in nature. Trustees receive board agenda background information in advance of scheduled meetings and are prepared to vote with knowledge on the consent items. Item A, governing board meeting minutes from the regular meeting on September 3rd. Item B, contracts under $50,000. Item C, ratification of certificated and classified personnel actions. Item D, updated 2025-2026 fundraisers. Item E, ratification of final budget revisions for June 2025. Warrant list and budget revisions for August 2025. Item F, acceptance of donations. One $200 trumpet from Joban Mashiana to Wickland Elementary School. $200 from John Harrison for Mrs. Jarigi's classroom activities at Costa Elementary School. And $2,240 from Manu Radkrishna for the speech and debate team at Mountain House High School. Would any members of the board like to pull any of these items for discussion or special consideration?
Move to approve consent items.
Second.
Based on a motion by Trustee Pombo and a second by Trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no noes. Madam Clerk, would you please do the honors?
Yes, with pleasure. We'd like to welcome the following people. Kristen El Said, food service worker. Solana Fernandez, high school clerk. Miriam Marfour, special education teacher. And Melissa Zachlin, noon duty supervisor. Welcome to the Lammersville family. I'm glad to see HR.
Thank you. Item D, district administrative reports. Item A, superintendent's report.
Yes, I just have one quick item. I had the pleasure of attending my first construction meeting that wasn't on Zoom, and I was out at the construction site. So these 3 pictures passed Noel's inspector analysis program. And so this is what it looks like. They're pouring the footings that will eventually lead to the foundations for the buildings, and they're preparing for it. And another thing they did, because remember I said that the DSA had created a delay, their process was long. They have preset the walls. They brought in the wood early so that when they pour the foundation, they'll be able to go vertical quickly, making up a significant amount of time that the state oversight process created. So we're really excited. Things are going very smoothly out there. And but that's what it looks like today.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And I apologize because I haven't thought of it until right now. The recent federal legislation that provides modifies the tax credits for solar, and I know a lot of our K-8 schools have solar above the parking lots. Is there something that I don't know if that applies for for organizations like ourselves. So I don't know if you've got that info, and if you don't, that's okay. But is there something, if there is, I believe the date's July 4th, where we have to do something in order to qualify for that credit. Is that applicable to us? Is there anything that we can do to?
What I can tell you is the state passed legislation that these new schools have to have solar on them. So the existing solar at the K-8 school sites were put in partnership with, what was the company?
It's a power purchasing agreement. That's
Yeah.
how we got the biggest bang.
So we formed a partnership for that project. The ones that don't have it were built after that happened, but any future buildings will have solar in it. So at some point, we'll have to have a conversation about the 3 schools. In terms of the federal, I'm not well informed on that. I don't know. I know the state has required solar.
Okay.
I don't believe that any tax credits affect school districts because we don't pay taxes.
I was hoping maybe there were some other incentives, but maybe not.
Yeah.
But thank you, though.
Item B, district enrollment report.
We're at 8,069, and we are seeing a steady, I wouldn't say drip, I would say slow pour of students kind of coming in consistently right now.
Thank you. Item C, district maintenance and operations report. Director Dixon.
Good evening. So the pool has been really good since the last board meeting. No chemical issues. There's no pH or temperature issues as well. That's all working fine. We are keeping an eye on the chemical levels just due to the heat right now. The weather's warmer again this week, so we're watching our fields for sign of distress from the heat. We've increased the watering again until the temperature goes down, and we're also doing the manual watering still at the high school. There are a few HVAC issues that came with that this week, and they are being addressed. We have our large annual event happening this weekend, and we finalized plans with that group already, and then we do have security and custodial for that event. It's all covered. Currently, there are no openings in maintenance or operations.
Thank you. Item 11, action items. Item A, consider approval of new classified job description and salary effective October 1st, 2025, lead campus supervisor, security. Staff report, please.
Yeah, we've reached a scale with the number of campus supervisors that we need someone to be the team captain. Staff made this recommendation after doing an analysis, and it would be really important to have one person be the lead as kind of a conduit between what's going on and what the administration needs. So we recommend approval of the job description.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the board?
Move to approve of new.
I'll just say, I did ask Dr. Nicholas some questions and more on the strategy and funding, so I was pleased with the responses, but I think this is needed, and it's a good step to take for the school. And I'll also mention that Dr. Auerbach left. One of his top 3 priorities when I met with him a few weeks ago was student safety, so I think this helps further that goal.
So I have a motion by trustee Olson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Based on a motion by trustee Olson and a second by trustee Modi, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no noes. Item B, consider approval of purchase off-rent agreement for 8 portable classrooms from Mobile Modular. Staff report, please.
First of all, it was not staff that entitled this action item. Purchase off-rent agreement doesn't seem like a good title. But it is what it is. So again, as I said last time, and it's important in case somebody gets confused out in the community and we have to deal with the rumor. We recommended to the board to do an analysis whether the lease process we were in, we would want to continue or purchase the portables for use at the high school and possibly at other schools down the road. The board gave direction to pursue the purchase process because it made more sense. That does not mean the portables at the high school are there permanently forever and ever. It does mean that they're there right now for the time being to protect the 7-period day. We strongly recommend this agenda item, and if future use of those portables on the campus can be better used at another school site, we will move them.
Move to approve purchase of rent agreement for 8 portable classrooms from Mobile Modular.
Second.
Based on a motion by trustee Daniel and a second by trustee Pombo, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no nos. Item C, consider approval of unaudited actuals 2024-2025 year-end financial statements. Staff report, please.
Yes, so this is the closeout of the books. It's an entire cycle with lots of amendments and changes. I want to thank Assistant Superintendent Grijalva, Director Kaiser, and their team. But this ends another chapter of our fiscal story, and our fiscal house is sound.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the board?
I would also like to thank the financial team for all the hard work they did this year and have done it every year that I've been here. And with that, I will move to approve of unaudited actuals for the 2024-25 year-end financial statements.
And I will second your comments and the motion.
Thank you, and I will third the comments. We have a great business administrative team here, and after going through that report, I applaud you every single time I look at one of those, so thank you. All right, based on a motion by Trustee Pombo and a second by Trustee Olson, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no nos. Item D, consider approval of Governing Board Resolution 25-26-03, approving the annual appropriation limits for 2024-2025 and 2025-2026 GAN limits. Staff report, please.
Yes, this I have a little snippet to kind of explain what this is, because it's difficult to explain. But I can tell you that it had a huge impact on my own personal education, because in 1979 I was an 8th grader, and going into high school, Prop 13 was passed, and this is part of it, and that affected education moving forward. So the GAN limits puts a ceiling on the amount of money the state and local governments can spend tax revenues from each year. It allows spending to growth with inflation and population, but not faster. If tax revenue exceeds this limit, the excess must go to taxpayers in the form of tax rebates or cuts, or be used for constitutionally required spending like schools, but not new programs. So here's an anecdote. Think of it like this. Your lemonade stand can only make so much money. That limit grows a little when more people are around to buy lemonade. If you sell too much lemonade and have too much money, you can't just keep it all. You have to follow the rule that provides guideline as to what it can be spent on. The end.
Are there any questions from the board? That was pretty clear. Thank you.
How much is the lemonade?
Thank you for the explanation.
And I'll take a motion.
Move to approve Governing Board Resolution 25-26-3, approving the annual appropriations limits for 2024, 2025, and 2025-2026 GAN limits.
Second.
Based on a motion by Trustee Olson and a second by Trustee Modi, and this is a roll call vote, please.
Lisa Boulay.
Aye.
Vanita Daniel.
Aye.
Samik Modi.
Aye.
Stephanie Olson.
Aye.
David Pombo.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries with 5 ayes and no nos. Item E, consider approval of the 2025-26 consolidated application for funding. Staff report, please.
Yes, this is a have to. It's based on federal dollars, the title money, so Title 1, 2, 3, et cetera. The CONAP is basically a coordinated, organized way of explaining our usage of it. We recommend approval.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? And I will take a motion.
I move to approve the 2025-2026 consolidated application for funding.
Second.
Based on a motion by Trustee Modi and a second by Trustee Pombo, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no nos. Item 12, calendar. Item A, Thursday, September 18th is the Facilities Committee meeting at 6:30 here in the District Office Boardroom. Item B, Wednesday, September 24th is the Safety Committee meeting at 3:45 p.m. at the Professional Development Center. Item C, Monday, October 6th through Friday, October 10th is fall break, so our students have a nice vacation. Item D, Wednesday, October 15th is the next regular governing board meeting at 7 o'clock here in the District Office Boardroom. Item E, Thursday, October 16th is the Education Committee meeting at 6:30 here in the District Office Boardroom. And item F, Wednesday, October 22nd is the Wellness Committee meeting at 3:45 in the Professional Development Center. In a moment, we will adjourn to closed session where we will discuss item A, Public Employee Discipline Dismissal Release Complaint, Government Code Section 54957. Item B, conference with real property negotiators, Government Code Section 54956.8, and that is it.
Adjourn.
Second?
Based on a motion by trustee Pombo and a second by trustee Olson, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with 5 ayes and no noes. We are now adjourned at 7:35 PM. Thank you, everyone.